Hi guys, it's Tina. How are you doing this week? I didn't upload last week, and I have excuses. I'll get to those excuses in a second. I have something that I want to try. In my weekly reading vlogs, what I kind of want to do is, since I don't create TBRs because I am a mood reader, I kind of wanted for you guys to create my TBRs. I want to have you guys recommend books that you would like to see me read, maybe give my opinion after I've read, to create more of a community conversation thing on my channel. What I would like is on the weekly updates, recommend a book in the comments and like the top 4 books that get like the most likes, recommendations, that kind of thing, I will read the next month, regardless of what it is, regardless of genre, length, anything. You recommend me a book, I will read it the next month, the top 4. If you recommended The Outsiders, and then someone else went into the sub comment and says, yeah, that's a great book, I'm going to pick that book. I want to read what you guys want me to read, and then we can discuss it and start a conversation and comments and stuff. Because I'm figuring out that my favorite part of doing these videos is talking with you guys. At first, comments were intimidating, and I didn't know how I was going to respond or handle that, but actually it's turning out to be like one of my favorite things to do. I want to create more of that. Into last week, I didn't upload because my husband's home, and if you notice, we're in a slightly different setting, and we've been working on our home for over a year and a half, and we finally got this room done to be able to move our things into the rec room that we are meant to be using, but we were finishing it, so I couldn't have my stuff in there and use it. But now it's almost done. Yay for that. So we're working on that, and so that's why I didn't upload a video last week, because I was super busy doing that. I'm doing basically an update for 2 weeks, which I was doing all that stuff, so I didn't read as much as I normally would in a week, but I did get a good amount done. What I finished last week was The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I got that wrapped up. I was really loving this book. I don't want to do a full synopsis because if you haven't read the first book, it's going to be a tad bit spoiler, but I was really loving it until the end. The end, I am not satisfied with. I left with far more questions that I did have answers, and I'm not satisfied with the end. So I'm hoping that the next book, which I have started, The Hero of Ages, makes up for it. I don't think I could talk about it because then it spoiled a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, I'm not satisfied. I don't know what else to say. The first book I absolutely loved. Loved everything about it. There wasn't anything that I didn't like. This book, there is a lot of things that I did love. I love that, again, the magic system is brilliant. Loved reading about it. It advanced a little bit. The friendships that were formed, the new friendships were formed in this book, and the friendships that were formed in this book, I really liked. I also really liked that it showed the world after a war and what can happen when somebody has a war. I'm struggling here. I love the book until the end. I'm just going to stop trying to struggle with that. I loved the book until the end. I did not like the ending. It really irritated me. I'm hoping that this is going to not make it better, but I hope this is going to make me re-love the series again. I understand middle books are sometimes just middle books, and they're middle books, middle book syndrome. I don't think that book had middle book syndrome. I just didn't like the end. So I am 146 pages in. I'm not consumed by this book as much by The Hero of Ages as much as I was the first two. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not consumed. I'm still a little bitter after the Well of Ascension. So hopefully this I lose that and I can pick this up and be enamored by this series again. The Eye of the World, I have actually gotten farther in than I anticipated. I got 336 pages. There you go. I am listening to the audio and reading at the same time. I'm not solely reading. I will read while listening to the audio. I find that this is the best way I'm getting through this book. It is extremely detailed. I don't think at this point, since I'm reading such a huge series with the Brandon Sanderson, that I could concentrate on both huge series, but I do like this in audio, and I am enjoying listening to the audiobook with this, and it helps me with the, not excessive, but the extremely detailed writing of Robert Jordan. I've been trying to listen or watch or read other people talk about the Wheel of Time, and to see, well, the reason why I picked it up, because so many people talk about it and so many people have, is either love or dislike. So I wanted to see where I stand in that. So that's why I picked this up. But it's a huge feat. And a lot of people say that there's fluff. Like, there's extremely detailed, but he writes with fluff. And in my opinion, I don't agree with that. It is extremely detailed, but I wouldn't say the detail is fluff. I think it's all relevant to what the story is, but it's not, I don't find it fluffy in my opinion. So if you're somebody that finds his writing fluffy, just know that this is where I am. So if I'm recommending books, and I'm not saying there's fluff, it's just extremely detailed. That's what I mean. But yeah, I'm enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think I would enjoy it as much if I was just solely reading it and not listening to the audiobook. I think I would get through it a lot slower. Maybe that's, if you haven't read it, maybe that's the way for you to go to enjoy the series. But that's how I'm enjoying it. I started the Neverending Story, and I'm only 10 pages in. I think that the Neverending Story is going to be a book that I'm just going to read slowly in chunks. I have seen the movie 1,000,000,000 times. I know the ending. I love it, and I know that I love it. So it's not going to be, it's not like I'm going to consume it super fast. So that's probably why it's going to take me forever to read it. Yeah, that is what I'm reading. The Hero of Ages, I'm reading this next week. I'm continuing with the Wheel of Time, the Eye of the World this coming week, and the Neverending Story this coming week. But I think it's going to take me a really long time to read this. And then what I got in the mail, and what I plan to pick up next, because I've already read the first one, and I think there's another book coming out in the series soon, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try to get through it, so I could when I get to the new book, I know what's going on. A Torch Against the Light, I'm going to read next. Yeah, that's exciting for me. That's a lot of books, though. And my husband's going to leave tonight. He's a long-haul truck driver, so he's gone and then home, gone and home. Usually when he's home, I like to, spend time with him, because he's not home all the time. again, comment below book recommendations. But if you comment below a book you want me to read or see if I like or something, I will pick it up, read it, and then do discussion videos and something. I think this is going to be super fun for me to read what other people want me to read and have a conversation with people, which is what I really want to do. Comment below recommendations, the top 4 with the most responses, the most activity. I will promise I will read. It can be any genre, any length, any everything, and I'll read it. Yeah. I think that's all for this week. This is turning out to be, I think this is all for this week. Subscribe if you want to, if you like what you see here. Comment below. Again, recommendations, let me know what you want me to read. And then, follow me on Discord, because if I'm reading your recommendations, I'm probably going to talk about it a lot on Discord. I'll make a separate channel or discussion so that me and you can actually talk while I'm reading and not just on YouTube. I'm super excited about getting your recommendations. I think it's going to be totally fun. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe if you want to, if you like this, and you want to get more. Bye!